Hi, thank you for watching. This is Mauricio. I run CrankProject here in Copenhagen. This is the second part of the intro video of CrankProject. Now, in the first part of the video, I was speaking about two specific concepts. One of them is the value proposition, right? And the second one is the content strategy of a company. Another dimension that I think is crucial, or at least is crucial for me, is people. I come from a people first approach, and I know for a fact that the growth of a company is only the reflection of the growth of the people involved in the project. And to me, there is no way around this, okay? To me, it is really fascinating that founders come from any walk of life, okay? Building a company is not necessarily about being super smart or super talented or super experienced on one hand, right? But on the other hand, a team of consultants or a team of architects or a team of science people is not necessarily a team of entrepreneurs, right? Or it's not necessarily the right combination to make a successful team of founders, okay? They're normally very strong and very talented in their domain of expertise, but chances are that their career path did not include acquiring or developing the relevant competencies or the right business acumen to grow a company or to lead teams or to take over the market, if you will, or to make their customers succeed in the long term, right? I know that people with the right competencies, with the right frameworks, and with the right tools can do amazing things. So I focus on things like becoming business oriented, communicating effectively, building effective teams, giving and receiving feedback, okay, acquiring growth mindset, developing curiosity, okay, and one that is very important to me, thinking in terms of assumptions, testing and measuring, right, and many other things that frequently can be a make or break, for companies that are striving to take off or to grow or to transition to the next stage. Growing a company and leading a team is a great privilege and for sure not the easiest job, okay? And again, it's about asking the right questions and trying to understand how things work, and I would say focusing on the right problems, okay? And maybe I would say stop thinking that common sense will take us there, and maybe stop thinking that we already know and we already got it to make things happen. To me, it is very interesting that people coming from corporate or even from having their own businesses sometimes bring to the startups, templates and frameworks that are even considered bad practices, or things that companies have ditched like a long time ago. And it's a bit of a paradox, right? These people are founders and people thriving for innovation, for disruption, for new stuff, and so forth. And they still instill in their startups things like hierarchies and multi-layer decision making or one-way communication, etc., etc. And here's the thing, they don't know, right? And to me, this is the whole essence of partnering and forming smart teams and bringing the right minds to a project. That somebody else may see things that we will never be able to see or we will never be able to discover, right? So why do I take this approach? I spoke about value proposition. I spoke about a content strategy that feeds all the traction channels. I spoke about the traction channel strategy, and I also spoke about people. So what makes me so sure that it works that way? So there is two ideas here, right? To me, a startup is as strong as the network that it can create and it can maintain, okay? And this strength is supported by how the company communicates. Second idea, even if there is a lot of passion and a lot of willingness to grow companies, to me the loss comes when attacking things in an unstructured way, okay? Not because it is a startup, things have to be improvised and lighthearted and agile at all costs and at all times, okay? Not even in the case of founders running away from dense corporate environments, okay? Of course, you want to be successful today. For sure, you want to take over the world tomorrow and you want everything ready and working overnight, but we all want that, right? So what I've seen time and again is that the right groundwork and building the right defensibility are the basis for speed, are the basis for accelerated and sustainable growth. Okay? And to me, and probably to close this intro video, it is really a failure when a great solution or a great product that could impact how people, work or commute or travel or eat or whatever, if that product or that solution does not see the light and reach the world, then it is a loss. Nobody wins. The startup doesn't win, the founders don't win, the teams don't win, and obviously the public and the world don't win. It is a waste of time, it is a waste of resources, of energy, and of ideas. Thank you for watching, and do great.